The minimum income in Ontario, Canada is $14 per hour. Now, an average person works around 40 hours per week, which means you make approximately $24,000 per year after taxes. This means that you make around $2,000 per month. Now, I'm going to break this down into three scenarios. Is a single person. Now, if you're a single person, you don't need to rent a place to yourself. You can rent with people or you can share your house with people. So I'm guessing your rent would come to approximately $650 a month. Second is your mobile expenses, which comes to approximately $50 a month if you have a good plan. Then comes public transit. Now, depending on the city or region you live, you might have to pay less or more, but I'm going to assume an average of around $150 a month for a monthly pass. Next comes groceries and toiletries. Now, since you're a single person, you're not going to have so many expenses. So I'm going to assume $350 expenses for a single person. After that, we have miscellaneous. So this could be anything. It could be you going to movies, or you going out for a meal, for dinner somewhere, or you going out to pubs and clubs for a drink or so. This brings your total up to $1,350. That means you still have $650 as your saving because you're making $2,000 per month on minimum income. So for a single person, it is possible to run your household on minimum income. Next scenario is couple. Now, since you're a couple, you will need a place all to yourself. Now, an average basement here, including utilities and internet, a furnished basement costs around $1,350 a month. After that, you have mobile expenses. Now, since it's the two of you, you will have to get mobile for the both of you. So it will come up to $100 a month. Now, assuming just one of you works, we're going to calculate $150 per month for the public transit pass. Trees and other expenses. Now, since it's the two of you, your expenses are going to be a little higher than a single person, but not that much higher. So we're going to assume around $500 a month for groceries and other expenses. We're going to assume around $100 a month for miscellaneous expenses such as movie tickets, your haircuts, or your dinners out. Now, this brings your subtotal to around $2,200, which means you are paying out of your pocket $200 a month. Now, you will have to make a lot of sacrifices if this is your only source of income, but it is possible to survive on minimum income if you're a couple and if it's just one of you working. If the both of you are working, the only extra expense that you will have on top of this is another $150 for public transit pass. But your income has doubled. You're now making $4,000 a month between the two of you. That means you have a saving of about $1,650 a month. Scenario number 3. Now, say if you're a family of 3, that is mom, dad, and a 2 to 5-year-old toddler, these are what the expenses look like. So the rent still stays the same. You pay an all-inclusive rent of around $1,350. Your mobile still stays the same. You pay around $100 a month between the two of you. The transit fee stays the same, $150. But the groceries and other expenses go up because you have a child with you. So it goes up by $150 to $200. So we're going to assume $650 for your groceries and other expenses. Your miscellaneous expenses also goes up by a little bit, so that will be around $150. Next is daycare expense. So the government here provides subsidy depending on your family income. Now, since you're in the lowest bracket of minimum wage, you will be required to pay just $100, approximately $100 a month for daycare. This brings your total up to $2,500. But the government of Canada also gives childcare benefits, which is up to $500 depending on your income. Now, since you're on minimum wage, I'm going to assume you get the whole $500. That means your income is $2,500 and your expense is $2,500, which means you're not saving money, but you're not also paying out from your pocket. So it is possible to live on minimum wage for a family of 3 when there is only one breadwinner. Now, the scenario again changes if both of the parents work. You do have an increased cost of $150 for public transit, and you also have to pay around $300 to $400 more for daycare because your family income has increased, so you would be in a higher bracket to pay the daycare subsidy. This brings the subtotal to around $2,950. But since the both of you are working, your income is actually double, which means you're making $4,000 per month, plus another $500 for childcare benefits. That means your income is $4,500, out of which you have spent $2,950, which means you're saving around $1,550 a month. As you can see, it is possible to survive on minimum income in Canada. If you're a couple and only one of you is working, it can get a bit difficult, but you can see a world of difference when both of you are working as a couple. Now, I know many of you will have a lot of questions after watching this video, so please comment down on the video and I will try to answer as many questions as possible. And I hope you like this video. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe.